We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford. A city where they can do more than just struggle. One where those who toil in the night can enjoy the fruits of their labor in the day. Where hard work is repaid with a stable life. Where 8 hours on the factory floor or behind the wheel of a cab is enough to pay the mortgage. It is enough to keep the lights on. It is enough to send your kid to school. Where rent-stabilized apartments are actually stabilized. Where buses are fast and free. Where childcare doesn't cost more than CUNY. And where public safety keeps us truly safe. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism, to stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors, and to govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party.
Zohran Mamdani was a little-known state lawmaker until recently. Now he's beaten nearly a dozen challengers, including former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Our senior political correspondent, Rachel Scott, joined us now, and you spoke with Mamdani. Good morning.
I spoke to him just yesterday. Good morning to you all. He was a little-known state assemblyman until just a few weeks ago, but his victory in the Democratic primary for mayor did deliver shockwaves in a party that is struggling to define its message and a path forward. This morning, Zohran Mamdani calling for a new generation of leaders after delivering a stunning upset in New York City's Democratic primary for mayor.
And I think that there is a need for a new generation of leadership.
The self-described Democratic socialist skyrocketed past former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. His campaign laser focused on making New York more affordable, a strategy he tells me could be a blueprint for Democrats.
I think there's a question of how we return back to what made so many of us proud to be Democrats.
How do you do that?
And I think it's that focus on an economic agenda, on ensuring that people can do more than just struggle.
He campaigns on freezing rents, making buses free, and opening city-run supermarkets, telling voters he will pay for his agenda by raising taxes on wealthy and corporations. But that would certainly face major challenges getting approval in the state legislature. And this morning, he's also facing questions about his own experience at just 33 years old with only 5 years in the state assembly.
And the experience that I show in this moment is to be able to meet the crisis that New Yorkers are facing and deliver them a new kind of city, one that is unencumbered by the old ways.
In November, he'll face New York City Mayor Eric Adams.
He's a snake oil salesman. He will say and do anything to get elected.
Adams was indicted on corruption charges, which were later dismissed by the Trump administration. During our interview, the president going on the attack.
So President Trump just weighed in and called you a communist lunatic. What do you say to that?
You know, this is not the first time that President Trump is going to comment on myself.
The next mayor of New York City will have to work with the Trump administration. Are you willing to do that? Will you do that?
I will work with the Trump administration when it is to the benefit of New Yorkers. My approach will never be reflexive, whether in agreement or opposition, but if it comes at the expense of the New Yorkers that I'm running to serve, then no, I will not be working with the administration on harming the people that I look to represent.
Fíjense, nadie sabe pronunciar mi apellido. Es Mamdani, pero a cada rato me dicen Mumdari, Mumnari, y esto es algo que muchos inmigrantes tenemos en común. No me molesta, sé que la gente trata lo mejor que pueda. Igual que yo, ahora mismo, estoy haciendo lo mejor para hablar en español. Y sin duda, el español me está dando una patada. Así somos nosotros, la gente de Nueva York. Siempre hacemos todo lo que podamos. Pero en estos días, por mucho que trabaje uno, la vida en esta ciudad es carísima, sobre todo para los latinos. Más de la mitad de las familias latinas no puede pagar la renta. Y casi el mismo número está pensando dejar la ciudad. Mientras tanto, Eric Adams nos ha aumentado la renta. ¿Y cómo hará lo mismo? Y sabemos por qué ahora mismo está aceptando el dinero de los dueños de edificios multimillonarios y esperando que no nos demos cuenta. Ya es hora que cambien las cosas. Mi nombre es Zohran Mamdani y soy candidato a la alcaldía. Y quiero reducir los costos para la gente trabajadora. Voy a comenzar con 3 cosas. Primero, Congelar los aumentos de la renta para los inquilinos con renta estabilizada. Esto incluye casi 1 millón de neoyorquinos latinos y construir 200,000 viviendas nuevas y asequibles para los neoyorquinos que hoy no pueden con la renta tan alta. Segundo, hacer frente a los propietarios malos y asegurarme que cada inquilino tiene calefacción, agua caliente y un lugar seguro a llamar su hogar. Tercero, crear un ministerio de seguridad comunitaria para proteger a los neoyorquinos como nunca antes. Sé que los latinos son muy afectados por el crimen y tomo en serio su seguridad. Por eso, como alcalde, voy a presionar agresivamente para políticas que prioricen la seguridad de todos. Todas estas políticas son posibles. Nada más necesitamos un alcalde que se comprometa al bienestar de la ciudad y que ponga primero a la gente trabajadora. No siempre me saldrá bien el español, pero nunca dejaré de intentarlo. Es lo menos que merece Nueva York. Hola.